Hi Capricorn, welcome back to your full moon in Gemini reading for December 7th, 2022. I am adding something to my readings because number one, I'm a little bit bored, and number two, I felt like there was something missing. And I think I figured it out. I am choosing a theme for your reading because I think that things that happen in the outer world are the things that are shaping our inner world and vice versa, but we're learning something from it. We can grow from it. And so I'm going to use a theme of the major arcana cards. And this is what happens on a very deep internal level. And then I'll show you as we go along. So you have the Chariot card as your theme for the next 2 to 4 weeks. Probably 2. Excuse me. The Chariot is about taking control. Taking control of situations, and of course it can mean traveling, but in this case, we're talking about inner travel. It's a card of aligning our thoughts with our heart and our spirit. And when we're all in alignment, we make things move, we make things go. All right, let's see how this relates to the rest of your... So the main thing with the Chariot for me is it is learning to tame our thinking, our mind. Because when the mind gets away from you, there's havoc. When you think wrongly, it can be detrimental to your situation, your health, whatever. And the mind is usually the main thing that usually needs to get under control because, two sides of the brain, and they're just making thoughts. It doesn't mean that they're correct thinking. It doesn't mean that it's truth. It doesn't mean it's lies. It's just thinking. There's a very mysterious energy to the Chariot. Especially because the sphinxes are there. And the sphinxes are mysterious, and it's a very mysterious energy. It is the 7, which makes it quite unique. People who have a lot of 7 in their numerology or are a number 7 are not like other people. They're not like the rest. There's something very special, very unique. And in fact, they say that 7 is the number that's closest to God. So there is a uniqueness to them. All right, so the full moon closes out cycles. Let's see what's being closed out for you. You have the Wheel of Fortune. So there may have been a period where there was a change of luck. Now, the thing with the Wheel of Fortune is it can either be, if you're at the top of the wheel, you can go to the bottom. If you're at the bottom, you can go to the top. But this is about momentum. It is second by second, moment by moment, that kind of energy. Now, it's another major arcana card, so this can be something that had happened on an internal level. With that, you have the King of Cups. King of Cups is my Cancer card. For other people, it's other things, but for me, it's Cancer. And this is somebody who has mastered their emotions. They are the master of their emotions. It doesn't mean that they set them aside. They use them, but they use them properly. They don't let them get the better of them, but they use them as a marker of some sort. So maybe something interesting or new has happened with the King of Cups is my Entrepreneur card. So you could have been gaining momentum with somebody on a work level, on a romantic level, but there's momentum building, my feeling here. It's the Emperor. So this can be a father figure that's an authority figure. It is, so this deck has 2 emperors. One of them reigns with an iron fist. The other one makes rules and laws for the good of everyone. And so you got the one that reigns with an iron fist. So there could be some change of luck where a boss is concerned, and maybe it wasn't a very good boss. Maybe he wasn't very effective, or maybe he was just a tyrant. But there seems to be changes going along with this. I do want to pull one more for that. Seven of Wands. Yeah, there was this feeling of needing to defend ourselves against this person, but it was like the momentum was building. It was like something was building up with this individual, and at some point you had to like defend yourself. Look at the tattoo here, of him trying to defend himself against somebody who's trying to club him, it looks like. So on a romantic level, on a business level, and just a personal level, it was definitely somebody that I feel like you had to defend yourself with. And you may have, with the Chariot card, you may have had to really stop yourself from saying things that you wanted to but probably weren't able to. This person could have been micromanaging you. This person could have been trying to control you or your situation. And again, you had to defend yourself from it. These are definitely people in authority, father figures, that kind of energy. And even if it's a female, it's somebody who's showing those traits of, the word egomaniac came up. It's that kind of energy. How you're dealing with it. You have another major arcana, which is the Strength card. Really nice. That comes actually right after the Chariot. Because you have gotten your thoughts in control, you have tamed the beast within. Okay? So if this was you, you've kind of gotten things under control a little bit. But with the Strength card there, it is courage. So maybe you had courage finally to stand up to this individual. It's an interesting healing card for me as well, but it's very much on an internal level. However, if you had physical instability, that can also be physical healing. But it's more financial for me, it feels like. More financial situation. But it doesn't have to be. There's a lot of people watching, hopefully. This is feeling left out in the cold. Maybe you were laid off. And that could have caused some physical, some financial and physical instability. But it is definitely that feeling of being left out in the cold. Nowhere to go. What am I going to do with my finances? It is, on an internal level, it is the mindset of lack. So maybe it is the thought of lack that you had to deal with here. Let's keep going. Yeah, it's very possible. It's kind of like the woe is me card, but I do feel like there's somebody here who was, that you felt like you had to defend yourself against. And maybe because the Chariot is taking charge and moving, maybe it was just the final straw where you had to say, okay, I quit, or I'm leaving, or enough is enough, or, I want a divorce, that kind of energy. What does it bring you? It brings you the Ace of Pentacles. That's what it brings you. It brings you a new path, something really wonderful. Of course, anything that you start off with will have its challenges and rewards. You see the two heads here. But they both teach you something, and that's what it's all about. It's all about learning, in your case, to control thoughts. And controlling thoughts take control of the outer situation. With that, you have the Nine of Wands. It does feel for me like with the Nine of Wands, you could feel worried about it, but you shouldn't be. And maybe it's just because something new is getting started. You don't know where it's going. You don't know what it's going to do. But you're kind of thinking the worst with the Nine of Wands. It's like you're ready to be on the defensive with this new Ace of Pentacles, with this new path you can go on. Because what's come before that, your experiences before that, have kind of taught you that there will be too many pitfalls, or it will be too difficult. Again, that Five of Pentacles energy that comes in. And that's the thing you have to, with the Chariot card, you have to get a handle on. Where thoughts go, energy flows, and you don't want this new path to be riddled with the past. It doesn't have to be. And like I said, you will have challenges and rewards, but it doesn't have to be this. It doesn't have to be the Five of Pentacles. And the Chariot is really wanting you to change the way you think about things. How you control your mind. Five of Cups. All right. So you're ending with the Five of Cups. This is what Spirit wants you to know. And the idea here with the Five of Cups and the Chariot, definitely want to pull that back out. The key here is it sounds so simple, but I know it's difficult. It's to change the way you're putting your attention on the negative more so than what you still have or what is still possible. It went bad. It went bad. There's no doubt about it. But you do not want to color that with this new Ace of Pentacles. You still are holding some beautiful things. They consider this the spilt milk card. It's like crying over spilt milk. And I'm not reducing this down to spilt milk. It's just what they call the card. And you can continue to cry over it, but you still have some left in, another cup. So enjoy that cup. Enjoy what you still have. Keep your thoughts on what is still good. That will grow. That's the lesson of the Chariot for you for the next 2 to 4 weeks, Cappy. All right? Okay. I'm going to leave it there. Hopefully that's been helpful. I'll be back in 2 weeks for the new moon reading. I am doing dailies, and I am working on a journaling program with the tarot for you guys. So it sounds interesting. It's really empowering. It helps you to understand yourself more and take control of your inner life, which does wonderful things for your outer world. Okay. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Take good care.